having a young daughter that's grown up from playing football through the harder times when there wasn't no teams for girls. Now 16, she's very much part of a growing community, and Oxford City seem to do that extremely well. So it's great to back them.
Get Radio Breakfast with Rich Smith.
Well, really looking forward to catching up with my next guest, who is Dan Burgess, the founder of Manor Flooring, as we continue to find out a little bit more about what goes on behind the scenes at Oxford City. We've spoken to many different people about every facet of the club. And now we're kind of delving into something called Principal Partners, and also Dan's and Manor Flooring's involving with the women's development team and also the women's first team. Good morning, Dan. Thanks so much for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
So first and foremost, well, tell us a little bit about Manor Flooring's involvement with the women's development team and also sponsoring the women's first team. It must be really important to you to kind of be on that shirt sponsor and have that immense pride every time you watch them.
Yeah, we sponsor a lot of teams across Oxfordshire, young boys and girls teams, but mainly following my daughter around, who plays for the development squad and Oxford City. She gets the benefits of her dad sponsoring her teams quite often. So we bring that to Oxford City. But also, having a young daughter that's grown up from playing football through the harder times when there wasn't no teams for girls. Now 16, she's very much part of a growing community, and Oxford City seem to do that extremely well. So it's great to back them.
It's fantastic that there is these opportunities kind of on your doorstep and a great club like Oxford City. You mentioned that there wasn't too many teams around, let's say 16 years ago, taking your daughter's age and what have you. Have you been impressed with the development, maybe certainly from Oxford City, in that time?
I think across the country it's phenomenal, and what the England ladies do, they certainly inspire my daughter. She looks up to a lot of people. Aaliyah at the club, she idolises, does a lot with her. She's had opportunities at Oxford City. She joined, I believe it was the under 12s team. So she's been there from under 12s, 13s, 14s. She plays for another team. So the whole development at Oxford City has been fantastic for her to move through the ranks. She also helps coach the under 12s now. Wow. And obviously the Velocity and Ignite partnerships, fantastic. So she'll be moving into that next year when she leaves school.
That's fantastic. And obviously for her, that's absolutely brilliant. What does Dad get out of it?
Well, it's the pride. Yeah, I suppose that's it. And the Manor Flooring brand. Look, we never do these things because we think we're going to make lots of money out of them. We do them to support the community, and that goes for every team that we support. We've had opportunities to support different clubs, and this one came up, and we grabbed a chance at it.
It's absolutely fantastic, and yeah, a proud moment, I know for sure. Well, let's talk about flooring, and more specifically pitches, because you've joined this Principal Partnership as well with Oxford City, and I've got a little bit to do with the new pitch.
Yeah. So yeah, we think we've done some jobs around the club as well, but Manor Flooring is just a local company that wants to develop and work with all the communities based clubs that are around, and everything we can do. Obviously they've got the new artificial pitch which always looks good all year round, so but yeah, we don't have too much involvement with the main pitch, but it's certainly great to look at, like a new carpet for sure.
No, it is wonderful. And sort of being a Principal Partnership, you mentioned being involved in the community is important. Why is it important? I've always wanted to ask that question, but why?
We want to give back. We do well as a company. We're a growing company. We've gone from 3 or 4 people working at the company sort of 15 years ago, now up to sort of like 10, 15 employees. So the growth and development, but slow growth and development, not take on too much work, not offering opportunities for new apprentices coming through. We've had a few come through, new people join the showroom and grow into new roles. There's a whole transparency across our company about development. And I think that, for me, has always been an important role of the growth of our company. Slow, steady, and bring our own ideas and implement our own teachings to people to be as good as they can be.
No, it's absolutely fantastic, and I always love when companies like your good selves are doing well, and they're one of the first thoughts is to give back and to see what can we do for the community. It's an amazing thing. Well, look, best of luck to your daughter, who already sounds like she's absolutely flying at the club with all that she's doing, and best of luck with everything with Manor Flooring. Dan Burgess, thanks so much for joining us this morning.